Good morning.
And we're live.
You
can live stream on Riverside. It just popped up.
Oh, okay.
So Riverside must have its own thing.
Fun. Good morning.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Good morning.
How are ya?
Doing great. Can't complain. The sun's out.
It's incredible.
It's warm.
You guys have AC at your house?
Yes.
We do not. So we have just a little mini AC unit in our bedroom.
Okay.
Not a mini split, just like a little ground unit that we set up 2 days ago. And our room is like an ice box. It's literally like 60 degrees in our room.
Oh, wow.
And the rest of the house is like 85 degrees. So I'm worried I'm going to get sick from like the temperature changes because it's pretty intense.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Does Stevie just live in your room like all day?
She has been enjoying the room. Yeah. Usually she'll want to leave the room like middle of the night to go out to the couch. And she's been staying in the room with us. She's very content in the room.
60. That's cool.
Well, I have it set at 61, but it feels colder than that.
At least by 1 degree.
And it's basically on my face. I'm also worried. I feel like it's not good to have AC unit right in your face.
I don't know. You don't wake up with like a dry mouth or a headache or anything?
Yeah, all the above.
Correct.
It feels so good. I love being so cold and like having to bundle up in bed. Oh,
it's so here's the thing. I don't love when I'm getting into bed and I'm cold. Like I don't like that feeling, but I also hate the feeling of waking up and being hot. Yeah. And that's what's happening right now.
Yep.
So
I think 65 is the perfect temperature to sleep in.
Yeah. I think that's highly recommended.
You heard it here first, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, this is episode 97.
97. Here we are.
First off, I have a challenge update for my June challenge.
Okay, because that was on my list of questions to ask you.
I'm doing pretty good.
Well done.
I'm down 5.4 pounds.
And we're in the middle of the month.
So I think I'm on track for 10 pounds.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Maybe a little ahead.
Yeah, maybe
you could probably eat some. No, just kidding.
Nope.
I did witness you. What is the word? Holding back on Sunday from ice cream bar and desserts.
That was hard.
Showing self-restraint. That's what I wanted to say.
I had some self-control.
I'm having issues with my words lately.
It's okay.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe you should start a podcast.
That's probably the worst thing.
It's a great way to practice your words, actually.
I found myself the other day, I was with a bunch of people, and as I was talking, somebody would like speak for me. And I was like, yeah, that's what I was trying to say the whole time. It's weird.
I can do that. I can speak for you if you'd like.
Go ahead.
I can just talk the whole time.
Yeah.
No, let's not do that. Well, yeah. So June challenge is going well. I have been eating healthier maybe than I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Wow.
I'm like very, very, very disciplined right now, which is
like in what? Tell us about like what's a day.
I'm not really eating anything unhealthy. Like I guess healthy is like a little bit objective, right?
Yeah.
But I'm being very intentional about everything that I put in my body.
Okay.
And I'm tracking everything.
Yeah.
Looking at my macros. I think the one area I was looking yesterday, I like recorded what I ate yesterday. Yeah. And looking back, I realized I am eating a lot of like packaged foods. Okay. Like Costco, I'll get my protein bar, my Fairlife shakes, my beef sticks, and like those things that are all like healthy, but they're also like probably processed and packaged. Right. So I could probably be eating more like whole foods.
Okay.
But besides that, my macros have been good. I've been hitting my protein.
Okay. What's your protein goal? A daily?
At least 180 grams.
Whoa.
But more like 200 if I can.
That's so much.
Basically, what it comes down to is just I don't eat anything that doesn't have a good amount of protein.
Okay.
Like every snack, every single thing that I put in my body is protein.
And there's so many options now. Don't you feel like?
Yeah, I got protein milk.
Yeah.
I put in my coffee now. And
yeah.
It's like, it's a lot easier to do high protein now than it used to be, but it's going well.
And that's the main thing you're focusing on is food. Everything else is kind of staying the same as far as like working out and activity level.
I'm very active. So
that didn't need to change.
Prior, I was already very active. So that's unlock. Diet is I'm just sticking to it.
Locking in. And how are you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Energy's good.
Yeah.
I feel like when I've tried to lose weight before, I just kind of I follow my gut in terms of like what I should be eating.
Yeah.
Don't think that was the right approach because I don't think my gut or my brain understood what I should be eating. Like I think there's a very, very good chance that prior times I've tried to lose weight, I've actually been eating way less than I should be eating.
Yeah.
Which I think if you eat less, if you are in too much of a calorie deficit, it stores and it can like weaken your metabolism.
Yeah.
It can lead you to lose muscle. So it's like I'm intentionally eating in a calorie deficit, but also committing to X number of protein. I think it's working.
Yeah. My gut would say eat all the pasta. So I can't trust that.
Yeah, love some pasta.
That's my hard thing if I were to listen.
But yeah, we'll see. It's going well. I think I'm just gonna stick with it.
Yeah. Well, keep us posted.
I will.
I feel like that's a great halfway through the month and you're halfway to your goal.
I'm feeling good. I think I just set my mind to it. I don't know.
And you figured out what's actually working, which I think is probably because you've done things in the past where you're like, it didn't really make much of a difference. You didn't feel different. So to have actually something that you're seeing results from and you're feeling good, feel like.
And I've always said that tracking my food sucks so bad. Yeah. I hate tracking my food. Yeah. It's not that bad. It's really not that hard. It takes an extra of maybe 5 to 10 minutes a day. Yeah. And it is for me an important part of this dieting process.
And are you I just lost my thought. Are you tracking? Yes.
I'm tracking.
Are you repeating meals? Are you mostly eating the same thing every day or?
Mixing it up quite a bit, but there's definitely a few meals I've done multiple times.
Okay. Yeah. Then you have those recorded, which is kind of nice.
Yes, exactly. So that's what's new with me.
Okay.
We'll have a good day, everybody.
Thanks for joining. Bye.
2 weekends to catch up on here.
Yeah.
Where should we start?
Well,
should we start with yesterday?
Just
kidding. Feeling a little loopy today.
Yeah, I feel like the last weekend I was saying before we started recording, I was really trying to go back in time and remember what happened. I have a few notes, but not super exciting, not a ton. So should we just start there? Start with the boring stuff.
Yes. So that's Friday.
Yeah.
We were together in the day for the South Sound Investor Meetup.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Had a blast.
Great investor event. If anybody is listening and wants to invest in real estate or looking for real estate agent, a construction company, a property management company, a friend, a therapist, we got you.
We do it all.
We're here for you. So that was great Friday.
Yep.
How was the rest of your Friday?
Good. I had written down that I had a coffee meeting prior to that event. So I don't think anybody on this podcast listens, or anybody that listens to this podcast is somebody that goes to our school. Okay. But I am on the school board and we've been having some issues with enrollment recently. And I don't know if I shared with you, but essentially we're losing half of our student body in the high school this next fall.
That's crazy.
40% of our students are unenrolling. And so anyways, a little bit of a scramble, a little bit of just drama around the campus with I have 2 students there. And so the morale of when people are leaving and they're excited to go and they're making comments can't wait to get out of here. Oof. And it's wearing on your kids and then clearly on staff as well. And then because of low enrollment, they had to let go of quite a few staff members. Yeah. And so then that was really hard. Yeah. So anyways, I went to coffee with the president of our board and another board member, and we're just trying to get some information and some more data. And I don't know if you feel like this because I know you've been on the board for TRM, but there's often times where I'm on the school board and I'm kind of I don't know. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of information here. I'm kind of like a butt in a seat that's listening, but not impacting or making changes. And I didn't think that's what the board was about. So
I think that's.
Are those board? Is that a board?
I think the word board sounds like you're bored, right?
100%.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Yes, boards are interesting.
Yeah.
I'm coming up on I'm on my 9th year on this board.
That's wild.
And I'm rolling off at the end of the year.
Right.
And I'm excited for
a new board.
A break. I don't think I'm going to be joining a new board anytime soon.
I was going to ask if you'd like to join my school board, but that's fine.
As a non-parent,
totally
go there. Yeah, nonprofit boards are very interesting because I think technically the role of a nonprofit board is basically there's a lot, but to hold the director, the executive director, the CEO, whoever the top person of the organization is, to hold them accountable to the vision, to the execution of the organization's goals.
And ours would be similar.
Yeah.
I should clarify too, we are also changed from a board to a council this last year for some legal verbiage reasons.
I don't know anything about councils.
But it is, the way it's explained to us is we are in a similar position. That is our responsibility, is to kind of keep the head of school accountable and to make sure that we are striving towards our strategic plan that we created a couple of years ago. So anyways,
I think the role of a board member is what you make of it. I think it's very easy to be on a board and not do anything and literally just go to meetings and that's it. Check that box.
And there are a lot of people, and for some reason, this is really in my peripheral vision.
I'm sorry.
And I keep getting, no, it's fine. I just was like, okay. Anyways, I sometimes feel like I'm a little too vocal at the meetings and that like I ask questions and then it feels like maybe it's annoying, but I'm like, I get confused. Yeah. And so I'm like, I need clarification. I also don't understand why this, anyways. Okay. That just was a note I had made. I remembered going to coffee and talking about that. And so anyways, if anybody has any help on growing a school, love to hear it. Growing a school.
Private Christian school in Tacoma.
Okay, so that evening, what I remember is Piper had gone to a friend's house for a sleepover. And so, which is a trend recently, like of my two children, Piper is very social.
Yeah.
She's gone a lot.
She's active.
She is. And so I think that night, Chad, Allie, myself walked to Harbor Greens and got stuff for dinner. I think we already had steak, but we got some sides and Allie got gyoza from the pho restaurant. Yeah. As we do.
Love it. Creatures of habit.
And I'm pretty sure we probably watched a movie with her. You know, nothing's sticking out.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? You got your routines.
I have really been. So the last few weeks have been this really nice transition. Obviously, it got super warm the last couple of days, but we've been able, before it got like 90, we were sitting out on our deck and we have that new pellet stove and Chad would put that on and we would just like end our nights outside with a fire blazing and like something on the TV or reading our books. And it was like, I love that combination of like being outside, but being warm and
done that a couple times.
Yeah, it's the best.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Okay. That was my Friday. What did you do after the investor meetup?
So unfortunately, Brian's grandma passed that day.
Oh, yeah.
Which I found out I was at that
right.
event.
Yeah.
And she'd fallen the week prior and wasn't able to recover from it. And she passed and very, very sad. So Brian and I stayed home that night and just chilled. And, she loved white wine, so we toasted with some white wine.
That's adorable.
It was sad. She lived. She was an amazing woman. Rest in peace, Marilyn.
Yeah.
Buckingham.
95.
96.
96. Amazing. Yeah.
Stayed home. Might have watched a show, but I think we're just kind of just chilling and talking that night. That was it.
Nice. Okay. Saturday. I feel bad. Just like jump. Like
I know.
Have a moment for
it's
Marilyn.
Okay.
And then
Mona silence.
Saturday, I went to a volleyball. It's like how do you transition? No, that day Chad was working. There was a university place. They do a Duck Days event down in UP. Heard of it. And so it's like, a bunch of vendors in that shopping center by the UP library and by his fire station. So he was manning the hot dog station there. Big job, big responsibility. And then I went there later. The girls, Piper had her last volleyball game of the season. It was the playoffs. And so we lost the first set, won the second set. And then we lost the third set, and she was actually the losing point, which was really hard. Very disappointing. And we were trying to encourage her of like, the losing point wasn't like we lost other points as well. It just happened to be the final point that she and another friend kind of collided and missed the ball. And so she was really hard on herself after that, which was tricky to deal with, but we have overcome.
Feeling better. I had a losing point yesterday at pickleball.
Oh yeah,
very important. Last point. It was literally came out on the last point, and I biffed it.
Did you also cry?
I cried.
Yeah. See, it's fine, Piper. We all do it. Yeah. So after that game, the girls and I went over to the Duck Days, wrapped up there. And then that afternoon, we went to a friend's graduation party. Okay. And so
what year are we talking?
She just graduated high school.
Okay.
So her name's Ruby Love. Her dad, Sheldon, passed away about 6 years ago. That might be even more. 2018. No, that was more than 6 years ago. 8 years ago. Holy schmolies. My math is horrible. So he was the pastor of our old church, really good friends with Chad. So his daughter was graduating high school, and we have not seen that family. I've talked with Sarah, the mom, quite a bit, but we haven't been with their family. And it was like this little mini reunion. Like the people that were at the party were like all people from that season of life that we hadn't seen in years. And so it was really special. It was really a fun afternoon, just kind of reconnecting with people. And then I think that night we were just back at home, relaxing. I don't think we did anything worth mentioning.
All right.
Yeah.
Duck days
and graduation parties.
Love it. Cool. Saturday morning, we had our little morning couch time. We made breakfast. We walked Stevie. I went on a run, sat in the sauna, went in the cold plunge.
Love it.
All the fitness things.
I've been really bad with the sauna lately. Can I confess that here and not be judged? Yeah.
I'm judging a little bit.
I mean, I went in the other week, but before that, it had probably been a couple weeks since I'd been in.
Gotta get in there. I went in yesterday when it was like 85 degrees outside. It
was
horrible. I literally lasted 5 minutes in the sauna. I'm like, I need to get out of here. And then a cold plunge for 3 minutes, and I felt great.
Okay. So, did you go back in the sauna?
I went back and forth. Yeah, back and forth. Okay. The first one after already being hot from being outside was like miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was did a little fitness morning, afternoon, and then checked out a couple houses in Woodinville.
For a client or for you guys?
For ourselves.
Yes.
We're on the house hunt.
Right.
I think we decided we have our like list of areas we're considering. Yeah. We have like probably 8 or 9 different cities or neighborhoods we're open to.
Love it.
I think Kirkland's our number one.
Mm-hmm.
I think we really want to buy a house in Kirkland.
How long would that take you from here?
Depends on where in Kirkland, but just off the freeways, like I don't know. I need to map it
because in my brain, Kirkland sounds very far.
It's probably if that's right. 40 to 45 minutes.
Oh,
which currently I'm like 32 to 35 minutes, so it's an extra probably 5 to 10 minutes. From where I'm at currently.
Does your car have self-driving?
Yeah, so, not full self-driving, but on the freeway I just turn it on and it takes me.
Okay, yeah, because I do feel like when we get to that time in life where everybody is self-driving and it's fully self-driving, that is just going to be so transformational for travel.
100%. Like, for work commute, 100%.
The other day we were leaving Seattle and we left around 4:30 or so. It was like the worst time to leave Seattle to come back to Tacoma, and just sitting in that traffic. And I was like, but this is people's daily commute. Like I can tell we're with everybody who's gone to work today and coming home now. And I just thought once that happens where we can just sit in our car and either work or read or watch a show, do something that's like different than just sitting behind a wheel.
Yeah.
That's going to be so wild.
I mean, even my friends that commute, but they have like a shuttle they take into work on Amazon or Microsoft. That's so much better than driving yourself because you can actually do something. You can sleep if you want. You can read, you can work, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Can you read in the car?
Yeah, probably. If I'm in the front seat.
Okay.
I just pay attention. If I start feeling queasy, I'll just turn it off. But
I can barely like look at my phone in the passenger seat.
Really?
Yeah.
I can be productive.
Yeah, not me. If I do too much, I'm sick. And then once I get sick with that nauseousness, it's game over.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, no good.
I know. I do have to like pay very close attention.
Yeah.
As soon as I get the inkling that it's coming on, I'm like, okay, I gotta look straight ahead.
Yep.
But yeah, we looked at a couple houses in Woodinville. Okay. That would probably be Brian's number one pick is Woodinville.
Yeah.
It's just too far for me. Like Woodinville is an hour to Tacoma without traffic, and there's traffic is bad.
Isn't Kirkland so close to Woodinville?
Kirkland is a similar exit off 405 to Woodinville, but Woodinville is probably 10 to 15 minutes depending on where in like off the freeway, and that there's a lot of 1 or 2 lane roads that get super backed up. Yeah. Okay. So literally, without traffic, Kirkland to Woodinville can be like 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
With the traffic added, it could add an extra like 20 minutes to my commute. I just can't. I'm really trying to stay under a 40-minute commute. That is my goal. Is like under or around 40 minutes.
That's fair.
So Kirkland's number one, but we'll see. I just got an update that I lost power at my house. That is very interesting. Interesting.
Now?
Yeah, not weird. It's literally amazing weather. Okay, so we did the Woodinville houses, and then we got dinner with Brian's family, just to have the family all together.
Where'd you guys do that at?
At his parents' house.
Okay.
And they made this amazing rice dish that his mom makes that I think is his grandma's recipe.
Aww.
Amazing rice dish. I don't really even know how to describe it, but it's like this like like thick, buttery, yummy rice. It's
chicken?
So good. Cheese? With chicken on the side. So there's that was the rice was the base, and then they made like a chicken, like a creamy chicken dish.
Hungry
my gosh, everything was so good. They know how to cook. They do know how to cook.
Choose a good family. That's a smart move for you as well.
That was part of my criteria.
Into that.
When I started dating Brian, I'm like, I gotta go have dinner with the family first.
What's the food sitch in your house?
After dinner, we did dinner with just his parents, and then after dinner, Brian's sister's family, their whole family came over, and we watched Pocahontas. Oh, have you seen Pocahontas recently?
I sure have. Not recently. Couldn't say recently.
It is so culturally inappropriate.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's so funny that it's like this kid's Disney movie.
Yeah.
And I know our world has gotten more politically correct over the last 20 years, but like, it's crazy. Yeah. Like, they're calling the Native Americans like savages and like crazy stuff.
Oh my gosh, there were some wild girls were watching and they were the same thought. Oh, I'll think of it and try to remember what show it was or movie it was.
It's so funny how like those things that are said in those movies and other shows and movies were just like okay, like everybody was just okay with them. I don't know, it's just crazy to me. Anyway,
because it's not that old of a movie.
No,
right?
It's not that old. Yeah, I don't know the year. I mean, it might be 30 years old. I have no idea.
Golly.
Let me find out.
What were the girls watching?
What year did the movie Pocahontas come out? 1995. So 30 years. 31 years. That's not that long ago.
Right.
To be like very
like the
racist.
90s feels like yesterday. Like we shouldn't have been talking like that, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that was interesting. So watch Pocahontas, and the whole time, like because there was 3 kids, so it was like I'm so sorry if anybody's listening to this and I mess up the ages, but it's like a 2-year-old and like a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old, maybe 10-year-old, and so the whole time like we're making little comments like, "Oh, that wasn't right. That wasn't okay to say." Like whatever, trying to
make
filter
sure
things out a little bit. But yeah, that was Saturday. How was your Sunday?
Couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. I have no memory of Sunday. Pretty sure we went to church. Pretty sure we went to Toast Me for lunch. I have like this like memory of us going there, and then I think we were just at home. I feel like our weeks have been really busy. There's been like with all the end of the year activities, with the end with Chad's job and different evening commitments, we're finding that the weekends tend to be a little bit of our like reprieve time. And so if we can, we try to savor some downtime.
Love it.
So I do know, and I can't tell if it was Sunday or not, but did I tell you I had a Kindle for Mother's Day?
No.
Okay. So Chad got me a Kindle and I've been so excited. I was really anti wanting a Kindle for a while because I love the feel of a book. And, but I also like to be efficient. And I feel like the Kindle really allows you to have multiple books. It's so nice. And
you can read it out at night without a light on. That's my favorite part.
That was huge. Yeah. That was a very big reason for this because Chad goes to bed way earlier than I do.
Yeah.
So anyways, I have been getting through some books on this Kindle. So I'm pretty sure I finished a book that weekend called The Divorce. Let me tell you who it's by. The Divorce by, it might have been Frida McFadden, who I adore.
I read that was it The Housemaid? I read that whole
Frida
series.
McFadden, yes.
There was like 4 books in that series. I read all those.
Yep, The Housemaid is hers. I loved The Housemaid, and I liked to get into the second one, but I don't think I ever finished it, and I didn't read the third.
The first was great. Second was good. Third was fine.
Yeah.
Too much of a good thing.
Yes, correct. So yeah. Highly recommend The Divorce by Frida McFadden.
Cool. I'm currently reading, I actually don't even know what it's called. It's some sci-fi book about like an assassin that Brian recommended.
Okay.
And I was really anti it because it's like 10 books. So it's like a commitment. It's a big commitment.
Wow.
But he made it clear that it was important to him that I gave it a shot. Yep. So I read the first book and I'm on the second book.
Okay.
And I actually don't know how far I'm into the second book because I bought like the full pack of books.
Okay.
So it says I'm 12% done with the series.
Oh.
But I read like 4 or 5 pages a night. So I'm really slowly getting through it.
Yes.
And I need to like add some daytime reading. Cause if I if I'm in bed, lights are off, I start reading, like I'm out so quickly. Literally 5 pages a night. So
yeah, I have found myself recently, instead of going for a show, being more into my books.
Nice.
But Chad and I were reading a book together. After I finished The Divorce, I started another one that I had gotten him from the library. I was like, oh, it'll be fun. I'll get it on my Kindle.
The what?
The library.
What's that?
It's an old building that back in the day. And so I was like, oh, it'll be fun. We'll read it together. And then I like blew through it and finished. And but it's because he does this. He reads right before bed, and it's just one chapter a night. And he'll be like, is it getting better? I'm like, well, I feel like if you read faster, it's easier to get into it. It's like this slower, because he made the comment, like, is it going to pick up soon? I'm like, what? It's great. So anyways, I don't know. Okay. Sunday for you.
I tonals in the morning. Did my little workout program.
What are we doing right now? Are we in a program? Are we doing one-off exercises?
I'm in like a chest program.
Yeah. I like it.
It's great.
I'm doing one. It's like heavyweights hardcore. It's like the name of it. I was like, this is so cheesy.
This one's also with Joe.
Okay.
But they're shorter workouts. The last program I did, I feel like the workouts were so long, and I was just like, I don't have time for this. But these are like 30 to 35 minutes.
I love that.
Then we took Stevie to the dog park. We went on a long walk, and then this is before we discovered that Kirkland is like a top option for us. So we're like,
so this is new.
This is I think yesterday is when I decided for us that we should move to Kirkland. So I actually don't know if Brian's on the exact same page yet, but I think that's the best option for us because it's both of our number ones. Like we both have lists. Like we have literally 10 places that we'd be open to, but number one for both of us is Kirkland. It's like, let's just do Kirkland. Let's be picky. And so I'm thinking about doing like a mailing, like pulling a list of people that have like mid-century modern homes. I don't know if you can sort by style, but I could definitely do like a time frame of when the houses are built and like 50% or more equity, and just doing a mailing to like the areas of Kirkland we like. Maybe it's like 500 addresses, and just maybe it's like if we could get an off-market house, that'd be amazing, because it is very difficult to afford something on market. So that's the reality of Kirkland.
I love that plan.
Anyway, so that's Sunday. We were exploring some different Renton neighborhoods, because like Renton for us is way more affordable than going a little bit north. So, but we just don't. Like, we don't love it. Like, we're like, let's buy something that in an area that we love. Yeah. Like, that is where we're at right now. Yeah. We also checked out a house in Kent on a lake, which was very cool.
Okay.
Beautiful property on a lake. Yeah. In our price range. Great. Like, checked every box except for that it was in Kent. And we just like, we don't know anybody in Kent. Yeah. Like, we don't really know anything about Kent. Right. It's super far for Brian to get to his family and work and stuff. So we're like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So we ixnayed Kent. Okay. We're going all in on Kirkland.
But you tried it,
We tried it. We were really tempted because this lake house is very cool. That night, Sunday night, we had a friend's wedding.
Oh, what?
Our friend
Sunday evening.
Gina and Ryan, they got married at Chateau Lille, I think it was called.
Okay.
In Woodinville.
Oh, fun.
So a lot of back and forth all over to Woodinville and Renton, Kent.
Multiple.
Lovely wedding, very nice, cool venue.
Yeah,
at a winery, and it was great.
It's a great option. Sunday evening.
I think it's probably cheaper than Saturday evening. Yeah, I mean, it was a fun wedding. I will say, because it was a Sunday evening and we both had to work Monday. Yeah, we definitely drank less. We did. I mean, I drove. Like, I'm not.
Did it end at a decent hour? Was it like somewhat early?
I think it was scheduled to end at 10.
Okay.
I think we left at like 8:30.
Oh.
So we had to early Monday mornings. Yeah. Had it been on a Saturday, we would have stayed later for sure. Yeah. And tore up the dance floor.
Drive after.
Yeah. So we snuck out a little bit early. Yeah. A little Irish exit, but lovely wedding. We have 7 weddings this year. So that was number 2. How was this last weekend for you?
This last weekend was good. So Friday was the 12th, right? That was the girls' last day of school, so they both had a half day. I did some work from home that morning, and then so here's what was interesting. Piper was going home with a friend after school. Allie was getting together with a group of friends. They went boating after school. So everybody does like a fun at the end of the year celebration of some sort. Allie's group was like awesome. They went boating. They saw whales. They went and had lunch at Boathouse 19, and then they boated over to Gig Harbor, and they got out and they got ice cream.
Wow.
It's like,
what a day.
Fun day.
That's very fun.
I was a little bit jealous. So anyways.
No, I wanted that day.
Totally. I was open because my kids were gone. So I had been invited as a council member to go to the end of the year staff lunch at the school.
Fun.
Which I was nervous. Because basically what had happened was at the last council meeting, they announced to us that we're going to have to let go a third of our staff.
Yeah.
We're losing X amount of students. It's looking bad. It's like, things are bleak. And I had asked like, okay, well, what do you guys need? Like, how can we help support you? And they said, please come to the staff luncheon. I think it's going to be a little challenging. Usually it's the time of year where we're like looking at data from the last year and we're projecting what's next year, and they're excited and they get a book and there's all these fun things. And like this year, that's not happening.
Yeah.
So I was nervous, but I went, and it ended up being okay. Like I ended up sitting with my good friend Carrie, who I've mentioned on here before, Carrie in Blue of the Wesleyan.
Yeah.
She works there. She manages the student store.
Oh.
And so I just sat with her and it was fine.
Any confrontational things or?
Not really. You could just, and to me, it was the first time I've ever been to this event. Yeah. And so I didn't know how to compare it. But Carrie did say afterwards, like, yeah, usually it's a lot more energetic. There's usually like recognition of people retiring and like celebrations. And they just didn't really do that. The head of school did speak, and I felt like he was, did the best he could to be like acknowledging of the sensitivity of that, like the fact that there are a handful of people not returning, but also, just trying to be hopeful. So it was fine. But after that, I treated myself to a pedicure.
Nice.
I was
like, looking great.
Toes, a little sparkly pink for the summer.
I should have worn my flip flops. Showing you my pedicure.
What was funny is I'm pretty sure your grandpa and myself have the same color.
What is that about?
So funny.
That is so unusual.
He said he went with a group of guys to get a pedicure. And
they painted their toes different colors?
What's funny? Chad has done this before where he thinks because you're there, like you have to get a color.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, because he'll say like, I don't know, clear or like, and I was like, I don't think you have to. You could just go for the spa treatment part. But I bet that's what happened to your grandpa is like he thought, and he was like, I'll just do something fun.
No problem with it.
But he said he couldn't get it off.
Funny. Really?
Yeah.
That's so hilarious. I saw that on Sunday. His toes all pink.
Yeah. I know.
From? So unlike my grandpa.
Okay. Anyways, wrapping up that Friday. So that evening, Allie comes back from boating. Piper was at her sleepover. We grilled some chicken out on the deck and watched a movie with Allie out there. And I think that was it. That was my Friday night.
Nice.
Yeah.
I played some pickleball after work on Friday.
Nice.
And then we met up with Brian's friends in Woodinville for the World Cup game was on.
Oh yeah.
Seattle USA was playing.
Yes.
I don't know where it was at necessarily, but we were trying to find a bar to go watch that, and everywhere that we tried to go was like packed.
Yeah.
So we ended up at Red Robin in the Red Robin bar, which gotta love Red Robin.
Yeah.
That is like one of my guilty pleasure restaurants.
Sure.
So eating healthy was challenging.
Yeah.
I didn't eat super healthy, but I had like a grilled chicken California sandwich kind of vibe, and then like a full side salad.
Okay.
I did have a few fries. That is my one this month. That is like probably the least healthy meal I've had because I had a lot of fries.
Oh, okay.
I didn't order fries, but there was there on the table.
And they're bottomless.
And there's the campfire sauce.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did not have good restraint that night.
Okay.
But I weighed myself the next morning. I was the same.
See?
That was a brilliant thing. So I think I treat yourself that once.
Yeah.
I think that was it. We went home after the World Cup game. I think Brian stayed up and played video games, but I was waking up early the next morning for a bike ride. Okay. So I went to bed early.
Called it quits.
Friday night.
Yeah. Saturday, kind of a weird morning for me, to be honest. I had gotten up and Pipes was at her friend's house, and I had told Chad I'd love to go down to Reston and go for a nice long walk with Stella. We had gotten a gift card to Curran Coffee down there. And so I was like, why don't we go grab coffee and then we'll walk by the waterfront and then we'll go pick up Piper on our way home. Well, so first off, we get down there and Curran has a line out the door. Wow. It's super far. So I was like, okay, why don't we start walking? There's that Wide Awake Cafe, like walk up coffee shop. It's like we could walk down to there and then we'll turn back. Yeah. So we did that. But as I was standing in line, I was like overwhelmed with nauseousness. And it was one of those mornings where it was low tide. And so it was like that stinky water smell around. And once I got my coffee, I was like, this isn't even going to be good, because now I'm nauseous to my stomach, and I'm putting like acidic coffee with a touch of half and half into my system. I didn't even make it all the way back to the car. I had to like sit down, and Chad had to run and grab the car and come pick me up.
Oh my goodness.
I thought I was going to be sick, and he was like, it's not worth you like pushing yourself. Let me just go grab the car. Wow. So super weird. He dropped me off at home. I took a Zofran and like laid down for a little bit, and then was fine. So weird. I think I might have taken some medicine on an empty stomach that morning, and it just didn't sit right. I think that was the main thing. And then that afternoon, okay, so we picked Piper up.
Pickled Piper. Pickled Pepper.
Yeah.
Peter Piper.
From her sleepover, brought her home to just chill, because then she had a 5th grade celebration that afternoon at Carrie's house. So then we take her over to that. And then I went home. I was trying to get some sun this weekend because it was so nice and lovely outside. So I was doing a little reading outside, and then we went to a friend's house in Gig Harbor. Okay. Is the first time we've been to this person's house. We're so there's two brothers that live next to each other, and by next to each other, it's like on the same street, but they probably both have plenty of acreage between. And so Piper is friends with the neighbor, and the two families all go to our church and our school. Okay. And so anyways, we go to the uncle's house for dinner. They're having an end of the year pool party. Nice. It's like a Street of Dreams home. Really? It is unbelievable and just stunning. And it was, Saturday was beautiful, super warm. And so we had a blast. I will say a little confession.
Did you steal something?
Okay. You heard it here. Don't tell.
Toilet paper.
No, I had a moment. So
they had a really nice toilet paper. I just had
you guys don't judge. No. So at the end, so a bunch of us ladies went and we took a picture together, and then our host jumped into the pool with her clothes on. Okay. And then a bunch of other moms did as well. Yep. I did not, and I was only one of 3
out of
probably 15.
Oh my gosh.
12. I don't know.
Wow.
I know. I was like so torn because I had showered, I had done my hair, I didn't have clothes. Like I would have been freezing. But
did you jump in the pool after our wedding?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
After on the dance floor when everybody jumped in the pool, did you do that?
Yes. You don't remember? No, I didn't. I don't know.
So this is a trend. That's what I'm hearing.
It's like a little thing, but like part of me is like I don't like to do things that I don't want to do, and I don't like to do it because it's like everybody's doing it. Yeah. Like to me, that's even more of like I like want to stick my heels down even more of like don't peer pressure me. But like she even said, like the one mom who was hosting, she was like, "You guys, your kids are gonna like always remember this," or she said something like, "I want my kids to remember this night," and like that is why she was doing it. And I was like, I don't care if my kids forget about this night. To be honest with you, I was like, it's not that big of a deal.
That's funny.
Yeah. So anyways, that's just a little funny.
That's okay. Story. If you were the only one out of 20 moms, that would be something different.
I probably wouldn't have if everybody did, because Carrie didn't. Okay. And then my friend Christina, who was my assistant coach last year, so I may have mentioned her before, she didn't either. So yeah.
Yeah, in that situation, if it was like I would just do what I wanted to do. Unless I was the only one. If I was the only one not doing something, I would do it. Yeah. Like if all my friends jumped off a bridge, I would do it 100%. Yeah. But if like 2 other friends didn't, I'd be like, okay, I'm just going to do what I want. I'm either going to jump or I'm not, based on what I want to do right now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my mentality. Yeah. So anyways, it was super fun. I just that moment, and then anyways, whatever.
It's also like people don't think about the consequences afterwards. I hate being in wet clothes so much. Like I played pickleball yesterday and I was so hot. and I was next to the lake, so I almost went to jump in the lake, but I had to go to Costco later. I'm like, I don't want to be dripping or like soggy at Costco. It sounds horrible. So I did not do that. Or you know, when people jump in the lake at the top of a hike, like if there's like a lake at the, like I'm like, I don't want to be wet the whole rest of this hike unless you have a towel, I guess. But
like I was in like denim shorts and like a crop. I was just like, that outfit is not conducive to water, and I don't have a change. Like,
if you have your own house, it's something maybe different.
Yeah. Anyways, totally, it was so justified. That was my Saturday.
Okay, so Saturday I woke up. I went on a bike ride, first bike ride of the year, which was great. I've only done like a handful of bike rides since my Ironman last October. I think I maybe did like 2 the next month. But I have been, cold turkey, no bike riding, and so it was nice to get out there.
How'd it feel?
It felt great. I am sore, like in my where I sit spot. I rode around like the southern half of Lake Washington, so from Renton up to like I-90, crossed I-90, and then a loop down around the lake. So it was a beautiful morning for a ride. The rest of the day, I have this like just this note on my phone called Austin and Brian Projects. And it's all sorts of different stuff.
Is it a shared note?
It's a shared note. It's like travel planning related stuff. It's stuff for our finances. It's social media stuff. It's all these different things, right? And I had this big section of just like spring cleaning projects. And that morning I was like, hey Brian, like what do you think about doing this day? And I showed him the list and he's like so not interested. But
hard pass.
And I wasn't like, neither of us wanted to do this stuff, but it was things that's just like have been on our list for so long. So we spent a lot of the rest of the day doing spring cleaning stuff on Saturday. So we like decluttered his office, which is the gym. We went through a few junk drawers. We like set up our AC unit that day because it was getting hot. We rearranged our outdoor area, kind of turned it into like summer mode. Moved stuff around, and it was great. Great productive day. We mopped the floors.
Love it.
All that jazz. And then end of the day, we were able to like be in our home, enjoying a clean, decluttered home.
It's the best.
Sat on the deck with the new fire I went and got from Kane. We had the fire going.
Love it.
It was great. Great end of the day. I want to do more nights like that this summer.
Totally. And I have that. It's not written down anywhere, but there are things in my house right now that I just need to be decluttered. And it's like really, my laundry room is out of control. My pantry. Where do you store food? Do you have a pantry? That is, it's just so easy for me to just like throw stuff in. And I guarantee you, we have so many half opened things that haven't, that have expired that we need to get rid of. So anyways, there's some things I need to get through.
For me, like once I start cleaning, it's real, like then I notice something else needs to be cleaned.
When you give a mouse a cookie,
it's really a slippery slope, and it just keeps going. Like we were in the middle of doing Brian's office, and I was like putting something in our kitchen junk drawer, and I opened it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a nightmare. So I literally like pull everything out. Brian comes out of his office. He's like, what are you doing? Like you're starting another project right now? Like yes.
What's the is it the Marie Kondo the gal who's like, does it bring you joy? Whatever. Oh my gosh. I remember doing that with some of my kitchen drawers and it was so satisfying.
We used to have stuff. We all accumulate stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Sunday, where are we at?
Sunday, we went to church in the morning. My parents came over. Oh, so something I don't know if I shared, but leading up to this weekend, Chad had graduated with his master's from University of Washington. Congrats, Mr. Erskine.
Master Chad.
Master Chad also was awarded for his capstone project. So special recognition on top of his degree. So his brother had been in town, which was really fun. Shugs, father of New News and Peanut. So that was really special. But my parents didn't come to the ceremony, and so they brought lunch over Sunday afternoon. Just brought it to our house, and we sat and celebrated Chad with them.
Nice.
And then we went to your parents' lake house that afternoon, evening, and did more celebrating. And what a treat.
So fun.
I mean, so we similarly, it was funny that like looking at houses, we don't want to move. But when we go, especially to your parents' house, we're always like, man, this is pretty great. Mm-hmm. The challenge for me, once we left, I was like, okay, the way our life's on, I know you're similar because of Stevie's Trail nearby you, but like, right now, if we were to move to a lake house, it would be so limiting for Stella because At least in that area. There's no sidewalks in Lakewood. You don't see people like just out on walks in your parents' neighborhood. You do?
I mean, we do. We'll walk Stevie around there. Okay. We'll walk to Fort Silicon Park.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, that's true.
It's not that bad of a walk.
And that's a
pretty great park. They've made I mean, I don't want to like to counter your argument right now, but they've put in a lot of good sidewalks.
Oh, okay.
They like did a whole that
just kidding.
I mean, we it's fine to walk.
Okay. Maybe the way we went, because we went a different way than the way we came.
Okay.
Anyways, doesn't matter. We're not
I'm
moving.
sure it depends on I'm sure it depends on what part of the lake you're on.
Yeah. I don't know why I said that. Something about walking.
We really want to buy a lake house, but the sidewalks.
It's the lack of sidewalks. If they had a sidewalk, I would do it. Golly. No, but we were just loving that time. And it just felt like, it's just so easy with your family. Like, they just make it so comfortable. We had great food. I love that you brought dessert. And then in addition to that, your parents busted out an entire ice cream bar. At least a dozen flavors of ice cream.
It's crazy.
Couldn't tell you how many toppings.
It's
unbelievable.
They know how to host.
They really do.
They do. It's also an amazing hosting house.
Totally.
Like it's that house is too big for them. It is really, I mean, it is made for parties.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And then when we got home, I think I kept reading my book, and that's my weekend.
Love it. Great weekend.
Yes.
We walked Stevie that morning, did a little trail walk, and then
still in Renton, or did you come down to your parents?
We were in Renton that morning. Okay. Yeah, we just came down for the day.
For the afternoon. Okay.
We went and got haircuts.
Nice.
Before we came down.
Cute. You guys went together.
We went together.
You
yeah.
Hold hands while you.
We did. Yep. Yeah. We were next to each other, holding hands the whole time. The barbers kept having to like pull our hands apart because they had to get around us, and we said nope. And then we went to the lake, and it was great. Yeah, you guys were there, and then my friends Chad and Brandon were there, and did some swimming, hung out with Easton and Finn quite a bit, and Brian was trying to teach Finn how to swim a little bit. We did some jet ski rides.
His method was we're jumping in at different levels.
Yes.
He wanted him, which is so smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something Brian and I are both working on right now is being just better uncles, right?
Aww.
Like we are still on the fence about kids. We're not sure, but we're like, we have 8 nieces and nephews, and like when we're with them, we want to be super present and like fun and whatever.
Right.
And so on Sunday, Easton asked me to take him on a jet ski ride.
Yeah.
And he was like, to be 100% honest, do not like being on a jet ski with another person. Like, I don't like it. Easton is just, he like will gun it like right away. It makes me a little nauseous going with Easton. He's in control. He really wants to be in control. So it's not my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So usually if he asks me every time we're at, especially in the summer, if he asks, every time we're there, he will ask me multiple times to take him on a jet ski ride.
Yeah.
Usually I'll like try to put it off or like say yes for a few minutes, whatever. But I was like, we're trying to be better uncles. I'm just going to say yes right away. Yeah. So he asked me, I'm like, yeah, let's do it right now. Let's go. And he's so excited. So we go out in the jet ski, having a great time. We're doing laps. I'm getting super nauseous because he's just like, it's like, I'm trying to teach him to like, when you hit the throttle, like you got to like hit it kind of slowly, like pull it slowly so that you like, same thing if you're driving a car, you don't just like slam on the pedal.
Right.
You hit kind of slowly and then it speeds up slowly. Trying to teach him that, but it wasn't clicking. So we're out there for a long time, and we go by the house, and Brian does this kind of thing, waves to like have us come in for dinner. He's like, no, I don't want to go in yet. And so we do like a couple more laps.
Yeah.
I feel like I really checked that box. Like, I feel like
totally. I've done my duty.
I did it. I was great.
Yeah.
I said yes right away. We had a fun time. He was saying the whole time, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Like he was having a great time. We get back, and like within 15 minutes, he wants to go again.
Welcome to parenting. And that is it in a nutshell.
The next 3 hours, he asked me so many times to go again.
Yeah.
And I'm able to like pawn him off. Like Brandon took him out at some point.
Yeah.
Isaac took him out at some point.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of jet ski time.
He's going,
but it is not enough.
Right.
And he wants more.
Yep.
And I'm like, here also with friends, I don't see these friends, Chad and Brandon, that often.
Yeah.
We don't get to hang out with you guys that often. Like I'm trying to chat with people.
Totally.
And I'm like, where's the line? Like I don't like I don't know the answer is, because like the most fun peak uncle in Easton's mind is I'm just on the jet ski with him the whole night. Like we never get off the jet ski.
Right.
But then I don't get to spend any time with anybody else. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. I was really battling this whole time.
I think you did great. I think you said yes. So this is so typical of children. And it's like, and I feel like my girls would do that. Chad is similar. Well, he's all about the yeses. Yeah. And he is like, totally, let's do it. He's, and even if he doesn't really want to, he has the same mentality of like, it's a short season. If my kids are asking to play with me, I need to respond.
Totally.
Whereas for me, I'm a little bit like I'll say the yes, but then when they keep asking, I don't, I'm like, probably not. I took you already. Now the rest, like I like shut it down because otherwise they keep coming up and they keep asking. And I'm like, listen, I'm not, I don't want to, because what I also don't want to do is like give them false hope. Right. And I feel like he does that. I'm sure you didn't do that, but I think
I might have given false hope.
Often is like, yeah. In a little bit. And then they're expecting it. Yeah. Whereas I am like, it will not happen again. Like I am done and you will not ask me. I'm like, please don't. But yeah, he doesn't want to say no. And so he'll be like, maybe later, even though he's not going to. And I am like,
it's hard. It's hard because you want to say yes and you want to be fun.
Course. Yeah.
And especially as an uncle, like I'm not the parent. I don't have to be there for the hard stuff. I'm only there for the good, like the fun stuff. But I'm also like with other friends and people. So it was just like, it was challenging.
Yeah. It's tricky.
Tricky.
Yep.
But yeah, that was Sunday. Very fun at the lake. Got some sun. I have a lot of weird sun or burns and tan things going on right now. Where do you think I was going with that?
I don't know. I was like, weird sun. What?
Because I was like, so like a few days ago, I like before the lake day, I played pickleball, and this all comes out of pickleball. Everything comes back to pickleball.
Of course, naturally.
I played pickleball and had this crazy like farmer's burn.
Right.
My tank top. And so then at the lake, I was trying to even it out.
Yeah.
But then it was kind of all uneven.
Yeah.
And then when I played pickleball yesterday, I played for a little bit with my shirt off.
Yeah.
And I had put sunscreen. I tried to put sunscreen all over, but I could not reach it back. So now there's just like this giant.
Red, like, where you missed it. Yeah. That's so funny.
I just have all sorts of different layers of tan and burn going on.
Yeah.
But they'll all even out eventually.
There was one summer where Chad has like quite a few moles and freckles on his back. And so he's like, please, can you put sunscreen on? Very cautious of like skin cancer. And so I just circled every mole with sunscreen. And it was literally polka dots, like just black and white. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was bad.
Polka dots is funny.
Yeah. Okay. I just quickly wanted to recommend a couple shows.
Perfect.
Are you watching anything right now?
We just started the Game of Thrones show, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay.
We had just finished Friends and Neighbors.
Okay.
I'm watching 4 seasons right now, season 2.
Me too. I'm going to start it with Chad tonight.
I'm sorry for what I do. I dug your hole.
No. Okay.
Tell me your shows.
I feel like Apple TV is coming out with some good content right now. I haven't finished Friends and Neighbors, but Widow's Bay, highly recommend. Then there's another one. I didn't actually write it down. Something about, it's like Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed, something like that. Have you heard of that one?
No.
It's with Jake Johnson, who I love from
New Girl.
Okay, wait, hang on.
Everybody get your phones out.
Let me find the actual name.
Get your notepad. We have Your Friends and Neighbors, Company Retreat Season 2, we already talked about.
Love it.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Widow's Bay.
Okay, add that. Oh, I'm watching Cape Fear, and then Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed.
Maximum Pleasure.
That's the one with Jake Johnson.
Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed.
So Cape Fear is pretty dark.
Okay. I don't need darkness right now.
A little gory too, actually. So I don't know. That one is a little intriguing, but definitely watch Widow's Bay. Your mom said Widow's Bay is a little bit scary.
Okay.
But it is like all three are kind of these like thriller mystery things, but Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed and Widow's Bay definitely have like comedic lightness to it in parts.
Love it.
Cape Fear does not. Cape Fear is just dark and heavy. So.
Are you into horror movies?
No? A little bit. Remember. Like I don't like gore. I like more the mystery thriller type things. So like when it's a psychological thriller that feels a little scary, I don't mind those at all. Prefer them, to be honest.
There's 2 movies out in theaters right now, Obsession and Backrooms. Mm-hmm. Have you seen either of those yet?
No, but my oldest wants to. Okay. She showed me the trailer for Backrooms. Yeah. I'm kind of intrigued myself.
These movies I just listened to a podcast about these movies this morning. Okay. And they're doing really, really well with Gen Z. Yes. Which Gen Z, like, historically does not go to the movie theater. Like they're not interested in going to see movies, but for some reason these 2 movies like crack the code, and like there's all these Gen Z kids that are wanting to go see these movies. Yeah. Obsession was made for under $1 million. Oh. And it's brought in like hundreds of millions in box office.
Isn't that funny?
Crazy.
I have not personally seen any sort of marketing for either of those. Okay. But my Gen Z child has been talking about it for a while. Yeah. So they must be getting like targeted ads or something.
I think both movies are directed and like made by Gen Z people, kids, or not kids. They're 18 or 27 babies. Or whatever. Yeah. Babies. So yeah, those movies have really taken off.
You haven't seen either?
I have not seen either. Okay.
Yeah, I did see the preview for Backrooms, and I wouldn't mind seeing that one. I haven't seen anything about Obsession. She's talked about it.
Apparently, the premise is that it's this guy who likes this girl, and he like makes this wish on some doll. Okay. That the girl will be like as obsessed with him as he is with her. Oh, okay. And then it like 1,000-fold, like she becomes like crazy obsessed. Too much. And yeah, that's the premise that I heard in my podcast this morning.
Interesting. What podcast was that?
Just the Daily.
Oh, fun. Okay.
They talked about how these 2 movies are catching
on. Yeah.
With Gen Z. All right. I think that's it.
All right.
That's all the steam I got. 59 minutes, 55 minutes.
Perfect.
Thanks for listening, friends. Put some sunscreen on.
Guys.
Stay safe out there.
Okay, bye.
Bye.